What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're joined by a Jets fan. Yeah, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Cody, and I don't know what else there is to say besides that. Um, yeah,
That's it? Okay. Sounds good. You can see the recording, right? It's recording, right? Just confirming.
yeah.
Okay. Sorry to. Okay. Uh, you just want to tell us your name? Nothing else? Like,
Don't know what else there is to say.
oh, well, okay, that's okay. How long have you been? I know, how long have you been a Jets fan yourself?
Um, Possibly since they relocated back to Winnipeg, but I want to say at least for a decade.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I know I've asked you this before, but if you don't mind telling us, like, how many games do you go to per season?
Typically like about 3 to 5 games a season.
And so, thoughts on the off-season editions in
Um,
general. Like, I don't, if you want to go over every, feel free.
I know other Jets fans will relate, but it's been kind of a little bit frustrating in a way because they haven't really done too much. Um, Feels like we lost a lot more players than we gained. Like just a lot more of um the team itself.
Agreed with you. I get what you mean, like not being a Jets fan. Thoughts on the losses? Like, thoughts on who they lost and stuff like that.
I feel like most of them were like we weren't expecting to keep. Like of course like Schmidt and Toffoli was a rental, so didn't expect him to resign. But the biggest blow, in my opinion, is no doubt about it. Sean Monahan. That was like a bit of a shot. Like kind of was it stung a little bit.
Agreed, because he was on the Jets for a while, and then he got traded to where?
He signed with the Blue Jackets.
Yeah. No, he's on
Um,
the same team with Gaudreau. Oh.
yeah, but I thought that if like out of all the free agents they had, that he like I thought they were gonna re-sign him because
Mm,
now there's like it leaves a big hole in the lineup,
agreed.
and there's
Okay.
like second line center is a question mark now.
Yeah, speaking of the lineup, can you tell us the Jets' projected lineups?
Like you just want me to go over all the
Yeah,
players, or
sure. Do you want to go over the lineups, like according to Daily Faceoff or yourself, in your opinion?
like I don't know if I honestly daily faceoffs like I just posted these on my Instagram actually.
Oh,
Um,
do you want to just go over what you posted in
like
your
I just
Insta?
posted the projected lineups
Yeah, do you want to
basically.
just read what you posted? Because I don't have the Insta up right now.
I mean, neither do I. But basically just made a graphic, posted the projected lineups via Daily Faceoff. But
Okay. Actually, I got your Insta right now. I'm on I can Okay, so I'll just read it. So according to this, so Connor, Shifley, Velarde on the top line, Ehlers, Nemestikov, Perfetti on the second line, Niederreiter, Lowry, Appleton on the third line, Barron, Gustafson, and EFL on the fourth line. So that concludes the forwards. So for the defense and goalies, Morrissey, DeMello for the top line of defense, Sandberg and Pionk for the top line, second line for defense, and Miller and Stanley for the third line for defense. And goalies are Hellebuck and Kagan.
yeah,
Okay.
so
So that leads into my next question, I guess. I know we're into preseason, but where do you think the Jets will finish in the playoffs or in the standings?
uh I don't think they'll crack top three in the division. My guess is like fourth in the division probably.
Okay. Uh, will they make the playoffs?
Um I'm hopeful that they will, but I'm not expecting them to because of how much of a downgrade this like off season's been.
Mm-hmm.
Their lineup
Agreed.
took
Understood.
some hits. The lineup took some hits. So I think at best they'll be a wild card.
Understood. If you don't mind, do you want to go over your standings for the Central?
Actually, haven't made my predictions yet, so
Okay,
That'll
that's
be
okay.
something to stay tuned for on my Instagram.
Oh, sure, sounds good. And okay, just curious. I know my Wild fan is tomorrow, but where do you think the Wild would finish?
Uh, Probably bottom three in the division.
Gotcha. And just curious. I know you're not. Sorry. Speaking of hockey, the Canucks like made a run like last year. Where do you think they'll finish in the playoffs again this year?
100%.
Just
Yeah,
curious.
100%
Okay.
they will.
So let's say someone new to hockey is watching this video that will be posted soon. What team would you suggest they start watching?
Um, I can't be biased with this answer. Like, I wouldn't say the Jets as your top choice. Definitely not. But I would say a younger team like such as the Sabres or Senators
And why would you suggest
because
like them to watch?
they got a lot of young talent. They're fun to watch and like they got bright futures. So for those reasons, I would say that's why I would say them.
Agreed. Like I haven't streamed a Sabres game on my channel yet, but I streamed a Senators versus Leafs. Yeah, so you get what I mean. Um,
Yeah.
can you go over tell us your favorite current player for the Jets first?
Adam Lowry
And why, if you don't mind telling
because
us?
he's just an absolute beauty. He's so underrated. There's not another player in the league like him, in my opinion.
Understood. And how about for the Sabres and the Senators,
Sabres is easy. Tage Thompson.
of course. How about Senators?
Uh, I hadn't really thought of that one, honestly. Um, I would say maybe like Giroux.
Interesting. Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, I guess for me, I would say maybe Kachuk.
Okay, I definitely wouldn't take
And
a
for
check.
the current player, and for the Sabres, yeah, I probably would have to go with Thompson.
Okay.
Though I haven't like I was gonna stream one, but I got internet issues that night.
Oh.
So I couldn't guess like what I couldn't stream that. You know what I mean? Like literally my internet was down before the game.
Mm.
Anyways, favorite all-time player for the Jets.
Um, I would say uh probably Lowry or Solani or Bufflin.
And all-time player for Sens and Sabres.
Sabres probably. Man, I can't really think in the past that much right now. Probably Thompson again.
Uh, yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I'm just looking at the what you call it, the hockey DB for the Buffalo Sabres all-time player list. Yeah, I would go with Asplund probably.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
You know what I mean? Like I'm just looking at the stats, like 49 goals, 49 points in 164 games. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
For centers, I also would go with I would go with Spezza. I would go with Spezza
Okay.
because he was a poor relief. No, not because of that. Well, um, because I would go with Spezza personally. Sorry, I'm just 686 in 686 games played. He had 434 points. So he was pretty good for the Suns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking again on DB. Um, Wait, so just confirming you got the Wild fourth, right? In the
For the
Central?
standings?
Yeah.
I would say like fifth or sixth.
I'll tell my Wild fan and let you know what he thinks where the Wild will finish
Yeah, I'd
tomorrow.
like to know what he thinks about that.
Anyways, okay, and you said you don't know much about the prospects.
Like I don't really follow them that much, but
Do you want to talk about it a little bit?
like what about?
Like the top prospects, who can we expect to see, I guess, on the Jets anytime soon?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, sure. So can you go into, yeah, you know what I mean, detail?
Yeah, like honestly, they have some exciting prospects coming up, and the forwards especially will look different soon with like Barlow and Lambert and those guys. So it's kind of exciting. I'm I want to see Lambert get at least a bit of playing time this year,
Okay.
just to give him a taste of the NHL. I don't
Is
see
he
anything
is
wrong
he in the
with that.
AHL?
Uh, I believe so. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm just looking on Google. He's for the AHL right now. But
yeah.
hopefully he will get
So,
more time with the I agree with you. Hopefully he'll get more time with the what do you call it, Jets this season. Any other you'd say other than
I
him?
also Heinola. I think he deserves more minutes as well.
How many minutes, if you know how many minutes on the top, if you know how many minutes did he average last season?
He didn't really play on the Jets at all last season.
Oh yeah, I'm
Uh,
just looking at it. Like he played with the AHL the whole season.
well, right at the start, he got injured.
Oh really?
Yeah, he got injured right at the start of the season. I was actually at
Wow.
that Moose game. So, but he played. Yeah, he didn't play one game with the Jets last year.
Wow. Oh, so you go to, I believe you go to some Jet Moose games too.
Some Moose games as well. Yeah,
How many, if you don't mind, how many do you go to
probably
per
like one to
season?
two a
Okay,
season.
so the Jets is more.
Yeah, more Jets. Yeah,
Cool. Okay.
but yeah, I think the Jets are will be a younger team soon,
Okay, for sure.
which is pretty
And I know they have a
exciting.
captain currently, but let's say the captain this current captain decides to retire or anything, something like that. Or like, you know what I mean. Who will be the next captain?
Um, honestly,
In your opinion?
it depends who they still have and who's like been impactful as like out of the young players.
True, because they have Shifley now or who?
Lowry's the captain, so that would be
Lowry's
sad when he retires.
okay. And thoughts on Chisholm when he was with the Jets? I know he's with the Wild now, but
Honest, I did like him actually. That was kind of they should have. I don't know why the Jets got rid of him. Honestly, he's better than at least two of the defensemen on the projected lineup. So
really?
yeah,
But he did terrible with the Wild last season.
did he?
Uh, I'm just looking at DB, hockey DB, 29 games played, 3 goals only.
I mean, that's not terrible for a defenseman,
Yeah, but
especially could he'd be like a bottom pair defenseman as
because
well.
especially he got traded during it during the season, if you know what I mean, right? He got traded during the season, I believe. Is that right?
I thought it was. Didn't they sign him on like um before the trade deadline?
Yeah. So he got traded like in between the old season.
Yeah,
And just thoughts on the new addition, Yager.
honest. Yeah, I like that for the Jets, especially if you have a guy that like McGrady didn't want to stay.
Mm,
I think they got a good player out of it,
that's good.
so that he should be exciting in the future as well, along
For
with those other young guys I mentioned.
is he going in the HL this season?
Probably.
And just one more question is before I ask you the last question. I heard Namestnikov was taken to the hospital during the playoffs. Is he fine now or
Yeah, I
so
believe
he
so.
should be back in time
Yeah, for sure.
for the season because I know they got out in the first round playoffs, right?
Yeah.
But it's gonna yeah, I get what you mean. I hope hopefully it's fine. But in general, speaking of the Canucks, it sucks for them. They lost their top goalie.
Yeah, that's kind of not what you want to hear as a Canucks fan.
I know they lost Demko. They lost Demko,
Kind of
and then
unfortunate.
now they're trying. Right now, I watched this YouTuber. The YouTuber said they're trying to sign for another goalie.
Yeah, I've seen rumors of that. Yeah.
Who do you think they'll sign?
Um, I don't know if they like gave any suggestions, but I'm not sure.
I've heard that they can sign Lankinen from the
Right.
Preds.
That's who it was. Lankinen, yeah.
Because right now, if you see looking at the Predators lineups, it's Saros and who's the backup? Askarov,
Uh,
right?
they got rid of Askarov.
Saros and Wedgwood are goalies. So I think they should sign Lankinen. Do you think?
Yeah, they could go for Lankinen.
Yeah, because he's playing in the AHL probably, right? I'm
To
assuming.
start anyways, yeah, he'd be like a third string.
Yeah. Anyways, last but not least, where can these people watching follow you on like social media if you want them to follow you?
Yeah, they can if they want. They can follow me on Instagram.
At
At Lowry Best Third Line Center.
any other socials or just Insta?
No, that's it.
Okay. Do you have a personal or if you want them?
I do a personal, but it has nothing to do with my Jets account.
Understood. Anyways, yeah, I guess that concludes today's Jets fan season preview. Um, appreciate you coming on, Cody.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me on here.
No problem, like for sure. Let me know if you wanna uh collab in the future again.
All right.